Awesome.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm well.
How are you feeling physically? I know you said the other day you were a little bruised up from the sacks. How is your body today?
Yeah, I'm a little bruised up still, but body-wise, movement, all of that, feel good. Throwing and running around. We just had a walkthrough and stuff like that, so kind of get a test of the treatment and all of that I've gotten over the past couple of days. But yeah, no, feel good.
Caleb, where did you feel like you made positive steps or improvements in Sunday from week 1 to week 2?
Yeah, I think first and foremost is the communication in and out of the huddle. We were actually pretty good with that, especially going to a stadium like that. Obviously, their fans were excited. Their first home game, I believe, and they were out there rowdy and things like that. And communication wise in the huddle and all of that, I believe we did a good job. And then I would say the pass game rhythm and things like that felt good. Obviously, I had the two stupid mistakes that won't happen again, but I think rhythm, pass game, getting the ball to receivers. I think I got better with getting the ball out my hands. It felt like, trying to stay in the right range of timing for the offensive lineman myself, and the routes and things like that. So I think those are the few spots that I've gotten better at.
As this offense continues to evolve and you've been in it for a while, what do you sense that you guys should be able to do really well soon?
Yeah, I think really well. I think one of the things we'll be able to do really well soon is I think we'll be able to run the ball. Trying to figure out exactly what runs fit best with our personnel, the people we have. I think that's the thing that's going to emerge here really soon. And having confidence and keeping steadfast with that. With running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, everybody. Having confidence that we're gonna break through and figure out exactly what our personality is of the run. And then other than that, I think that's probably the one that I think is going to come faster than others.
Caleb, how much of an adjustment is the pressure in the pocket for you compared to what you dealt with in college and even what you dealt with in training camp, where there's some restrictions on how real that pressure can actually be in practice?
Yeah. The difference, I think the guys are just either a little bit older and things like that, and not meaning that as in like they're old and slow and things like that. They're older. They've been practicing these pass rush moves, all these different things for years now, over and over. They got guys, like we just played, and they got good guys on the edge that are really good, and then they got the vet guy, and then they got the young guy, and they collaborate. They do well when they're in the field together and things like that. So I think just getting used to getting hit again. It's been a while. It's been since November 18th, since the last time I got hit. So just getting used to that, like really hit, and so getting used to that, getting used to having some games like that. It's the NFL. There's gonna be games like that throughout the year, throughout the years, and so making sure I take care of what I need to take care of throughout the the years, the weeks and things like that, to make sure that we can keep going and I'm able to go out there and prepare and play well.
To that end, are there things that you've learned through 2 games that you might have been successful with in college that you can't get away with in the NFL?
No. Play your game. Play within the way that we need to play, the way that I need to play for the offense. And be efficient and make less mistakes each week. Don't make the same mistake over and over.
Eddie Rivers was talking about communication problems along the offensive line
Yep.
that may have contributed. What specifically does that mean? Are you involved in that? Like, can you explain?
Yes, I'm always involved in communication issues because it starts with me in the center first, and then throughout the game a few times the clock got kind of low, and I was on a different cadence, not on a different cadence than the offensive line, but I was on a cadence that I didn't want or shouldn't have used. When the clock being that low, and obviously you get the call in the huddle. You're in the huddle for however long, and then you get up there and you're like, you already called your cadence. And so trying to change the cadence at the line instead of using some of our tools that we have. I think that comes with time. I think that comes with obviously more communication. For myself. And using the tools that I have to be able to get the ball off, even if I'm on a cadence that may be a little bit longer.
Caleb, I was looking at stats from your Heisman season,
Mhm.
and you guys ran the ball really well
Mhm.
at USC. What is the benefit that you learned then of having a robust run game, and how it makes your life easier?
Yeah, I think everybody knows that you've been able to run the ball well as a team and do it effectively. Doesn't mean you have to run it 30 times. You can run it 15 and amount to the same thing and be just as effective. So I think like I said, everybody knows that having an effective run game just helps everything, and having an effective pass game helps the run game. So I think it's us playing together. The way that we should. When it's a pass, we're all detailed, dialed in. Routes are breaking off at how many ever steps, how many ever yards. We're holding up. I'm getting through my reads and things like that, not holding on reads, making adjustments with lines and things like that. And then, in the pass game for offensive line, head across hands or wherever hand placement needs to be, the track and, the track between me and the back, my play fake and things like that to make sure I'm trying to at least pull one or two people to open things up. Backside wins championships, front side wins games and things like that. So I think it's us just, Coach Flus talked about it's about the fundamentals and handling it the way we should.
Caleb, after you watched the tape, given how much we saw you get pressured this past week, what did you learn, and how can you really better attack that pressure moving forward? Because Indy this week, obviously, they pressure a ton too.
Yep. I think one, communication. Two is making just faster adjustments throughout the game. Having better communication between myself, coaches, and offensive line and things like that. Making sure we're on the same page and making the adjustments we need to. In game, obviously you have adjustments and things like that you practice throughout the week. But the other team's job is to try and confuse you, throw different things at you, different looks, and so being able to adjust quickly in game, I think is the most important thing, and starts with communication.
In the fourth quarter,
Yeah, I know they just Foster, I believe his name is. He just was placed on IR, but I mean their D line, they're pretty good. Their backers are aggressive. They've been awesome. And their back seven, they play well together so far. I know that obviously they've these past two games they've had about 200 yards on them rushing, and so I know they're gonna try and make that a key for them to make sure you stop the run, because just like anybody, you stop the run, you kind of make the team one dimensional. So we'll see what their plan is when we get out there, but I think it's a great opponent, and we're excited for it.
in the fourth quarter Sunday, you had a downfield shot to DJ where you tried to go back shoulder. And
Yep.
When you guys went back and discussed that sequence, what's the back and forth there about getting that ironed out?
Yeah, it's just we're trying to get on the same page. That's what it comes down to, because we want to complete those. Those are they're obviously it's not a layup, but it's one of those. The corner's playing over top. DJ ran a slant, took it upfield on a slant and go, and the DB kind of bit for a quick second, and then tried to retrace and got over top. And I wanted to just get the ball in DJ's hand, get him the ball. Obviously, he does spectacular things with the ball in his hand. So tried to give him the ball, and we just if I threw it a little bit, a little less wide and gave him a little bit more time, he would have made the play. And so we'll be hitting on those here soon, and we're going to be making those plays.
Caleb, you mentioned games like that happen.
Mhm.
So obviously you knew that.
Mhm.
But what's it been like to live it, and the reality of the challenge that comes with playing this position and going through it an entire season?
Yeah, it's great. It's truly awesome. I mean, you sign up for this position, you sign up for games like that. That was a playoff team last year, and to be down 6 with a chance to go win with the ball in your hands. It's all you can ask for. Obviously, defense played great. Special teams did well. And offense, we got a touchdown in there. We're going to need more, obviously. But it felt great to be in the game, be in that, that type of game, that type of environment. And I'm excited for more. I know the team's excited for more. Getting back here, getting back with the guys, couldn't be more excited.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. The Bears.
Fire away, guys.
DJ, coming out of the game, like for you, you're so gifted and talented, and what's the potential for this group?
We all gifted and talented. We just got to make it work, and once we make it work, it's gonna be off to the races.
How did you deal with frustration during the game? About the passing?
I don't know. I say pretty good, pretty bad at the same time. I really wasn't frustrated with the passing game. It was just like we were just like one play away, and we couldn't just get that one play to hit, and that's why I was really frustrated.
How has it been these first couple games? Having such high expectations for what you thought the offense would be, and still think it will be this year, to have this start to the season offensively.
Now that it's live action, it's like, shoot, got to take a step back, really look at the expectations and hone in onto our identity, whether it's going to be running the ball or passing the ball, and just get that down packed now.
How hard is it to not get frustrated out there when things aren't working? And do you maybe not want to show it as much when you're dealing with a rookie quarterback like that?
Yeah, I shouldn't have shown as much, but it's still part of the game. Like I said, we was one play away from the game changing, and we just couldn't connect. Like nobody on offense could connect with the one play or get the one play started to get us on track to go up. So, it's football. Everybody gonna have their ups and downs and frustrations. So
Now that you've had like 48 hours to digest it, is there a reason why you think that you guys couldn't connect on that one play?
I don't know. They was just dialing it up. So it was like extremely difficult looks to see. Now I'm not a lineman or a quarterback, so I could see the back end. I don't know what's going on with the front seven.
Why are you saying you showed too much frustration? It was frustrating.
Why? Looking at it, like, I didn't think it was, but until you look at the TV and then it's like blown up and I'm like, all right, that's enough. And then, you could do some self-evaluation.
So they're gonna.
I say that it was too much.
So that's gonna scare you away now from in the
No, it's not.
showing your true self.
No, it's not. I just didn't know that it was like every chance the camera got, they caught that angle. Like, I usually sit on the bench like that anyway, so I don't know what that's about. But
Isn't that because like when I started, how great this offense can be? Like,
yeah, and like I said, we was chasing that one play and we just couldn't get it. So I was like, bruh, all right now, like we really need to anybody get it going, and we just couldn't. So that was the real frustration.
How do you navigate? You're entitled to have frustration. You're entitled to not be pleased with how things go, but also you're a veteran. You've got a rookie quarterback. You want to try to keep things steady for him.
Yeah, you want to keep things steady, because then you don't want him to get frustrated and just go out there and try to make a play. Which he really didn't try to go out there and make a play. He was just being himself, and that's all you can ask of him.
DJ, how do you channel that frustration, like on the practice field and with Caleb behind the scenes to get things where you could make those plays?
The frustration didn't carry over. Like once it hit 0-0, I was mad about the loss, but I'm not like frustrated. Like it's just not going to carry on. Like be like, hey, we need to do this, and this, and be frustrated if it doesn't go that way. I'm not that type of person. Once it was over, it was over.
My last thing on that play, did you feel the need to say something after you saw the video? Like, hey, Caleb, that wasn't that. I know it looked bad. Feel like the need to say something?
Depends on which one you're talking about. Like everybody just was making something out of. People just at you, and it don't even be really nothing. And none of the frustration was at anybody. Like I said, it was at like chasing the play. So, sorry to Caleb. Nationally, I don't know.
I'm not saying
Knowing that like the Texans though, blitzing a rookie quarterback's not some novel concepts. Teams do it all the time. But anticipating that that could be a blueprint other teams use, what is the responsibility for the 10 other guys on offense to, you know, help out with that, knowing that like it takes everybody to be able to beat those looks.
Yeah, we gotta just be on it. Know our calls, know the protection, know when to be hot, just to help Caleb out. And I know we gotta nip that in the butt with because it's a copycat league and other teams gonna try to just bring the house at him.
DJ, how big of a reality check has it been for you guys coming into the offseason, all the additions and the excitement to have this happen? What's the locker room like now?
I mean, it's still the same. We still got the same playmakers, same mindset. I mean, like I said, it's been live action now, and you just got to get used to everybody playing like at their top, and not like what we see at practice. I mean, you get your top at practice, but it's not like when the lights is going.
When you look from week 1 to week 2, numbers wise at least, it improved, stats wise and stuff like that. What did you see from week 1 to week 2 that on the field Caleb was doing better to get you guys the ball?
He did something because we did a little bit better. So if we do a little bit better every week, I mean, we're going to find a way to dig out some wins with the defense playing how they playing and special teams playing how they playing.
How have you seen Caleb handle the ups and downs over the first couple of weeks?
I think he's been great. He hasn't been like vocally frustrated or anything. He's been coming in and still learning. So waiting to see how he bounces back this week.
When you see that 50-50 ball come your way, do you feel like that ball could have been placed a little bit better, or do you put it on yourself to go up there and get that one away?
That one I kind of tripped. So, but at the end of the day, I gotta find a way to not let him catch that interception. So I'll put that on me.
You had that third down, I think it was at Stingley, kind of make like a pivot move. Ball was there perfect. Does that give you confidence that there is timing with you and you and Caleb?
The what?
Like the timing of that route, where you pivoted out, the ball was there perfect. Does that give you more confidence?
I mean, I had beat him so bad it wouldn't have mattered where the ball was, but I mean that's great confidence. Get the ball and just do what I do after the catch, and I mean it turned into a positive play.
DJ, you've played with so many different quarterbacks in your career, and you've been successful with all of them. How long does it usually take?
Probably 2 to 3 games in. They really get to see how everybody's playing and know the assets that they got, and just go out there and be able to dial it up and get it to different people.